got so many necklaces? Why you got necklace?
Hi, Jakes.
White people be like,
Hi.
white people be like,
There's something about the sunshine baby UPA.
Hey guys. Hey everybody. Hey guys, People, Lindsay, Bridget, Rigby, thanks for the subs, everybody. Thank you so much. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Wonder cause it's M8.
got so many necklaces?
Nugs
Why you
98.
got necklace?
Hii.
Thank you.
white people be like,
We're live today for another movie night. That's right, we're farming these movie nights right now. The next week, we're doing actual activities, I promise. But I want to do an Uno night next week. Get some boys together. Hop on some Uno. Maybe do some Life is Strange 2.
white people be like,
Naurahtava hymiö.
Can you invite a woman? All the women I know go to bed at like 10 p.m. And no American women want to stream with me. Sylvie? Wait, that's true. Yeah, I could invite Sylvie. We'll see who's free. Because you're weird. I'm the kind of weird that ladies dig. I'm a comforting weird. I'm a comforting bizarre.
white people be like,
Lamiche, thank you. Thank you so much. What is this I need your high thing? A couple people tweeted this at me. What does this mean? I need your high. Well, what does it mean though? I just felt like saying it. High C the drink? Is that what it means? Does anybody know what it means? Where's it from? What's the... I don't know what you're talking about. What the fuck is going on? It means high? Why is nobody explaining what this is? It's a group chat thing? Why is there so many of you tweeting this at me then? None of your business? Whatever. Don't care. Didn't want to know anyways. It picked one person who said that and acted like, oh, you picked one person who said that. No, dude. I've seen it like 3 times today. And you're telling me that this is just like 4 people doing this? You people are insane. You people are out of your goddamn mind. Keep me out of your inside jokes. I want no part of it. Guys, they're going to add Avatar The Last Airbender to Fortnite. Are you buying? I'm buying everything. I'm buying it all. I'm going to put so much money into it that I won't have anything left after. I'm going to have to do a subathon. Like the movie STARSTRUCK. Yes! Yes! If they don't add Zuko, then delete the fucking game. The decom? Yup. The decom with Sterling Knight. Starstruck with Sterling Knight. Best decom ever created. There was a point where I really loved this movie. I haven't seen it in a few years, and I've changed a lot as a person, so I can't, who knows what I think about it now, but why'd you pick Starstruck? Because you weren't here when the chat was chanting Starstruck, Starstruck, Starstruck. Everyone in the chat was like, ah, Starstruck, ah. Everybody's going like, Ah. Can you watch Lemonade Mouth? I watched Lemonade Mouth on stream, and I thought it was fucking mediocre. Watch it again. You're fraudulent. I think the thing about Disney is that any guy that played the hot guy in their movies, it's like really funny. In every show, in every movie, the designated hot guy is always like pretty much the same guy, and it's always just like, you know, it's like a guy. It's like a guy that has hair. Zac Efron is not just some guy. Well, okay, Zac Efron is an exception. You know what's really funny? The guy that like Teddy Duncan dated in Good Luck Charlie, the guy that cheated on her.
Why you got necklace?
The guy that cheated on her at like the Froyo shop or where the fuck. Literally, like when the Hunger Games started coming out, I thought that guy was in the Hunger Games, but that was just Josh Hutcherson. I thought for some reason, I thought Josh Hutcherson was both the cheater in Good Luck Charlie and Hunger Games. Well, he didn't cheat in the Hunger Games. I don't think. I don't remember. But then you realize that Josh Hutcherson is like 5'6", and the cheating guy in Good Luck Charlie is like probably like 6'2", maybe 6'1". Hold on, Good Luck Charlie, Spencer Walsh. Spencer Walsh. Who's he played by? Spencer Shea was my first crush ever. Well, Spencer Shea is a different person. Spencer Shea is not even in that cinematic universe. And that Spencer guy is washed and Bridget is an icon. Did you guys know that they dated for many... Okay, well, I just typed in Spencer Shea to Google, and like one of the first suggested searches is, does Spencer Shea have autism? Is that like canon? When are we watching God's Not Dead? What is God's Not Dead? Why do you want me to watch this? Your mind is going to be blown if I watch God's Not Dead. Oh, it's like a series. I think. I don't know what this is. I'm just seeing a picture of a guy putting up a sign. And then one of them says, God's Not Dead too. Wait, I don't think I ever deleted the Camp Rock VODs. Hold on, I gotta do that.
Okay.
I haven't showered in 4 days. Well, you should probably shower, I think. Content, where is it? All the songs got muted. Yikes. I'm going to use a cannon on you if you don't play the fucking movie. Dude, we're not even 20 minutes into the stream and you're already threatening me with violence. Please don't threaten me. Cute beanie, thank you. Thank you very much. It's very kind. I like your purple colored hat. Thank you. Spencer only got 9K Insta followers. Are you serious? Spencer Walsh? Are you mad at me? Should I be? You look like the non-binary flag / pause. I'm glad that you clarified that that's a positive compliment. Oh, yeah. I do have that yellow on my shirt, white on my skin,
high.
purple on my head, black on my little jacket. Cokes in those cans taste so good. Yeah, I think canned Coke is my favorite way to consume it. But it's, you know, it's pretty close between glass bottle and can.
Yo.
As long as it's cold, I'll be drinking that shit. Actually, no. My favorite Coke is at the movie theater from the fountain. Do you guys know that this 97-year-old New York City diner serves Coke the traditional way? But they always have a line. Damn, I guess that Coke must be good then. Studio Ghibli food always looks so good, by the way. I didn't know there's food in those films. I had no idea. This 97-year-old Estonian serves streams the same way. Come on, dude. This is Apple's best feature. Sometimes that feature doesn't work for me, and then it's Apple's worst feature because it doesn't do the one thing it's fucking supposed to do. Anyways, guys, name one interesting thing that happened to you in the last 3 days. Today, yesterday, the day before. What the fuck is going on in your life? I had sex, TBH. That's great. That's really awesome. Scheduled a job interview. That's amazing. Hung out with my ex. Okay. I made some bomb-ass ramen. Went to an improv show. Went to SNL for the first time with Diana. Okay, that's awesome. Bought plane tickets to New York City. I got funded to do archaeology in Croatia. Holy shit. My ex kicked me out of a server so he didn't have to see my icon. Sorry to hear that, I guess. Have you been on the Jimmy Fallon ride? I have been on the Jimmy Fallon ride. At Universal, I did go on the Jimmy Fallon ride like 4 years ago, I think.
White people be like,
World famous girl. World famous girl. Ixie Forever. Piera. Meg Angeline. Eats Computers. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was researching spiders in the Amazon. Come on. You're not going to get me with that old joke. With that old bit. What was your favorite Disney Channel original so far? It's probably Starstruck. I think it's Starstruck, but I haven't seen it in a while, so we'll see. Sorry to say Camp Rock was kind of ass. Yeah, really what I came out with from the Camp Rock movies is that they're both kind of mid. They're both just kind of whatever. I used to think the second one was way better, but really they're both just kind of whatever. Anything interesting happen to you? Nothing really. I just got addicted to this like stupid, like the stupidest game of all time, man. It's just this game where like you mine things and then you mine more things and then you go to another planet and mine even more things. But you're not really mining it. They're mining it for you. So it's kind of fucking stupid, and it's honestly a huge waste of time. Is it an idle game? Yeah, it's an idle game. But I really hate those games because I get like way too addicted, and then I start ignoring my responsibilities, and then I start having this like crisis where I'm like, this means nothing. What I'm doing right now, this is like the most bottom of the barrel activity of all time. I'm doing fucking nothing with my life, and I'm actively putting off responsibilities. And then I get really depressed. But that's just me. Do you think you're ever going to go back to Stardew Valley? I'm not opposed to it, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how likely it is. Hey, Aksel, how was your day, man? My day was... I woke up, I had a really weird dream, and then... Well, I woke up after having the dream. I didn't have the dream after waking up. I wasn't, like, hallucinating. But I woke up after that dream, and I was like, ugh. And I had a really good burger with some really nice caramelized onions on it. Yee. Happy thoughts, happy mind. Thank you for the prime. But yeah, now I'm here at 4 a.m. Estonian time, and I'm ready to watch Starstruck with you guys. I'm honestly, I was thinking, I'm like, it's kind of insane that I haven't done Starstruck already. It feels like something that I would have done by now, but I guess not. You know, it's gonna be awesome when we run out of movies, and then I'm gonna start rewatching movies on stream. Like I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes I'm like, maybe I'll just rewatch Twilight. Like I do kind of want to rewatch it again. It's just such a great time, but I don't know. I need some time.
Movie ever.
Shanlaws, thank you. Where's Nick? He's the #1 Starstruck commentator. I brought it up recently. You know, guys, during quarantine, I spent $60 on a cameo from Sterling Knight, where he was asking Nick to make a video about Starstruck, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it now that you've made this, because I would feel bad if I didn't." And that was like 3 years ago. So, like, whatever. I don't even fucking care like that. I don't even mind. Oh, I watched some more Sopranos again today on my like fucking 700th rewatch. And it's just too good. It's just too fucking good, man. It's the best of all time. It has to be said. Have you seen this? Welcome to the Independent Spirit Awards, also known as the Bisexual Oscars. If I had a lawyer, they'd be so fucking over. They'd be so fucking over. Lucky for them, I don't have a lawyer.
White people be like,
Hi Aksel, I'm here now.
Hey, MKNSNH. I accidentally ate my lip-piercing jewelry today. What? What the fuck? Hire one of your chatters a lawyer. Is any of you guys studying law? If any of you guys are studying law, I would, I need some help, please. I'm in desperate need of some help. Maybe, I don't know, I'm only a senior in high school. Well, I don't want to, I need someone that actually, like, is studying it. To be fair, if I started this lawsuit, they would just sue me back, and they would probably sue me to oblivion for all the movies I've streamed, so it's fine. We can just call it a truce. We're even, I think. Dude, February's almost over. Is this a leap year? Do we got a 29th this year? Yes. That means one more day of being 24. January was so long and February was so fast. Yeah. Yeah. Birthday twin. Is your birthday also on March 1st? In your mid-20s. Oh. You know, guys, blink a couple times and it'll happen to you too. February, worst month ever, though. I just want it to be like spring already. I want the birds to start singing, the flowers to start springing. And I think that's going to do some good for my life, I reckon. When you tell people your birthday, do they march first, then ask again? You guys are very unkind to me. I don't deserve to have videos of cars crashing on top of me. I deserve statues, and I deserve respect. You deserve a White Castle meal. You know, guys, fun fact, I've never had White Castle. I've never had it. Never in my life. Never even been inside. Why is it playing again? Why the fuck did it just randomly start playing again in some other tab? Why did that happen? Whatever, I don't care. Guys, put a 1 in chat if you're excited for Starstruck. Wait, how many people have never seen this before? Holy fucking shit, dude. Has anybody ever seen this movie? Am I like one of the only people ever? I've seen it, I just don't remember it. When did we watch Cadet Kelly? What the fuck is Cadet Kelly? Show some respect. Most lesbian coded Disney movie. It's peak. Alright, we'll add Cadet Kelly to the list of all the million movies we need to watch. Sir, how do you stream the DComs on here? The fuck? Why did this depressing ass shit come on? Anyways, I'm actually a producer on most of them, so I hold the copyright. And yeah, it's pretty chill. Let It Shine is actually so good, though. We need that. Which one's Let It Shine? Is that the... Oh, yeah, that's this one. Yeah, I do need to watch Let It Shine. People have said Let It Shine is good. Please look at what happened to Justin Bieber. I know, dude, I used to watch this video all the time.
Hands on your head. You're down on your knees.
Rest in peace. Well, luckily now I don't have to share a birthday with him. I'm finally free. I'm free at last. Guys, who do you think's gonna have a better birthday this year? Me or Justin Bieber? I'm going out for dinner on my birthday this year to some fancy fucking restaurant. So I think it's gonna be pretty fucking close, man. Alone? No, dude. I have people in my life, man. What kind of a question is that? Not that there's anything wrong with going to a restaurant alone on your birthday. I'm sure many people have done it, but that's just not the kind of vibe in my vibe I'm on right now. Twitch cold-blooded murder. What is this? And then boobies. Urgh. Anyways. Hold on. I guess we'll start the movie, guys, right? I guess we'll just fucking do it. Oh, God. Hold on. Hold on. Now, wait just a minute. My laptop won't turn. Is Let It Shine a musical? Yes. Teen Beach movie. Hold on, guys. I gotta review the movie first. Christopher Wilde. Blind items go crazy. I think I'm gonna take this away, honestly. It was like, I don't know. I think this is the problem, right? Sometimes you watch a movie and you're high and it's like, this is so fucking like funny. Like, and I laughed at this, but it's not like 5 stars funny. And getting sober has taught me a lot about life. So watch Zombies. I'll keep advocating for 17 again. Guys, fun fact, 17 again is the first movie I ever logged on Letterboxd. Wait, don't I have the top review on this? I do. Starstruck 2010 is a psychological horror commentary on paparazzi culture and parasocial relationships,
Aksually.
while also highlighting the fact that the people who we idolize are just as flawed as ourselves. What the fuck? I wrote this while I was high? That's actually a really good review. Can I like it? I can't like my own review? Ame Official, thank you for the 200 bits. Girl, another Cinderella story, please. Dang, maybe go back to the Zaza. No, dude. 6 months of daily Zaza, like I couldn't form like half of this fucking review. I was fucking losing my shit. He really does look like Teddy Perkins there. Didn't you buy me a cameo from that guy? Yes, Nicholas, for like $60 to get you to make the video, and then you didn't, asshole. Moonlight after Starstruck. What is wrong with you? Yeah, guys, let's just throw on Moonlight. Okay, should we do a poll? What should we put in the poll? Let It Shine, Teen Beach. Teen Beach versus Let It Shine. What is this? Standing ovation. Oh, this I added to my watch list last stream. Okay, let's do Teen Beach Movie versus Let It Shine versus another Cinderella story as a poll. And let's see what wins. Let's see what wins. Mods, please. Please, my moderators, please. Add Moonlight to the poll. You know, fuck it. Add Moonlight to the poll. Put Moon. I'm not gonna put it. I'm not gonna watch Moonlight, but you know, I'm not going to watch it. Yeah, it's dude. This is what the hell? The mods are fucking rigging the poll, man. Let It Shine is missing. They didn't put him on the ballots. They didn't put Let It Shine on the ballots. Stop the count. They didn't put him on the ballot. Every time I see you, I think of the time I was high out of my mind and called you a Minecraft dev. Okay, you need to never smoke again. That's you shouldn't say things like that. That's too much. What the hell? It's literally 50-50, dude. We need to do another poll, though. There was no Let It Shine. We need to do one with Let It Shine in it.
Aksually.
Everybody stay in line. They're adding Let It Shine to the ballots. If you're already in line, they have to let you vote. Oh, there we go. Moonlight's there now. All right, Let It Shine is in there. Okay, Let It Shine seems to be running away with it. If you watch Teen Beach Movie, you have to watch all three. Keep this in mind. Well, then I'm so grateful that it is not on the poll. I mean, it's not winning. I mean, it is on the poll. Stay in line, another Cinderella story truthers. I'm not gonna lie, the Cinderella story truthers, I think it's time you guys get out of the line. I don't know if it's happening for y'all. 17 again, Rob. I'm not gonna lie, if 17 again was in that poll, it would have one vote and it would be you. I'm sorry to say that. These are all mid next except Moonlight. I mean, yeah, like if you compare any movie, like most fucking, if you literally compare anything that Disney's ever put out to Moonlight, it'll be mid. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth because this is like one of the greatest movies of all time. God, this guy just yaps, man. I've never watched it. I've been telling you to watch this, I think, since the day I met you. Which, honestly, is kind of like... I think it started because, like, oh, you're a gay person. You need to watch this. But then it was like, you know, you're my friend, and I want my friend to watch this. Oh, Let It Shine 1. How long is Let It Shine? 1 hour, 43 minutes. Okay. We're doing Let It Shine, everybody. Stay in line. Stay in line. They're doing Let It Shine. We're doing a group viewing of Let It Shine. Next movie night, can we watch every Teen Beach, please? I just don't know if that'll happen. I'm down to watch the first one. I don't know if I have, like... I don't know if I want to watch all three. Can I be honest? I don't know if I can do all three. There's only two? Why are they saying there's three? Who said there were three? I don't know, like 2 people. What is this? World's first. Oh, world's best. Sorry, I couldn't make that out. 12-year-old mathematics genius Prem discovers his recently deceased father was a famous rapper and immediately sets out to learn more about his father's life and passions. Empowered by imaginative hip-hop music-fueled fantasies, Prem is determined to find out if hip-hop truly is in his DNA. Lemonade Mouth Soon. Again, we've watched this, and it was mid. It was mid. Sorry to say it, it was mid. You're insane. I'm not. That's the best movie ever.
Like,
Weechie, thank you. You could not write to Terminate if you tried. To Terminate is good. I do like to Terminate, but the movie itself is mid. I'm sorry. Like, it's kind of like how Camp Rock is carried by like 3 good songs. You know, both of the movies. You don't get it? Oh, thank you for everybody for translating it to Polish. And thank you for translating it to German. Thank you, guys. And, oh wow, they really put in a lot of work on the German one. Oh wow. Wow, they just they remade the songs in German? Hold on a minute.
Ich was für dich und er wollte nur das Richtige tun. Verstehst du?
That's not in Dutch. In German, I mean, sorry.
Für den Grand Slam wollen Sie mich?
Ganz genau.
Scheint dich zu überraschen.
Naja, weißt du, normalerweise nehmen sie eher traditionelle Soul-Acts.
Why is it frozen now? What the hell is going on? Guys. What the hell? I get it's stuck. You unlocked a spirit. Okay, there we go. Let me review this film. Bow, bow, bow. Teen Beach is not happening, guys. It's not happening. This is like when at Camp Flog Gnaw when everybody thought Frank Ocean was going to come out. Hold on. Let's read this. Oh, fuck. Oh my fucking god, dude. This is why people use ad block. What the fuck is this? What is this at the top of my fucking page? There we go. It's kind of hard for me to wear the same hat twice. I haven't counted my collection in a really long time, but the last time I did, I had roughly 12,000. They're kind of scattered all over the place. I have personal storages pretty much all over America. But the crazy thing is, I always know which one I want, and I always know where that one is. Be careful, guys. You could be living near a Neo storage unit where he is storing over 500 fedoras. Wait, guys, we gotta see Marshall. It's a tactic where he revealed everything bad about himself and then revealed that his opponent went to a private school and then his opponent had nothing to say. And he won because Marshall Mathers used his crazy strict strategy to own the opposition. It's really crazy.
Did you know that
8 Mile is a good movie. I like it. Now Vine comp time? No. I don't know where you guys are getting these ideas from. Which one came out first, 8 Mile or Let It Shine? 8 Mile by like fucking 10 years. When did it come out? 2002. Yeah, literally 10 years. You promised me we'd watch a King Bach compilation last night. No. Is it Bach or is it Batch? King Batch? King Bach? Which one is it? I like 8 Mile, but only because 8 Mile is a good movie. Like, we don't have to like blindly hate on everything Eminem related. Nowadays, Eminem, ooh, stinky. But 8 Mile's a good movie. What do you think about Let It Shine? Holy fucking shit, dude. Just the one dune. We're the ones who made you as a crazy Eminem reference. I used to have that song on my phone, my Sony Ericsson. Guys, it's hard to look at my notifications. I'm too popular. Also, Brittany Murphy is in 8 Mile, and she's great. Prezzo's review is just totally stolen. I can't even get to Prezzo's review because there's so many. I gotta look up his fucking profile. I gotta fucking dig through my following list. No, wait, actually, I can just do this. He just said this and then he left. I'm balding. I took it from Booty Lips. I laughed so much. I'll give you a like. I'll give you a like. Wow, Prezzo has seen 12 movies this year. 48. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. Oh golly. Oh golly. This is already like a third of the movies that I saw last year. You could do better. But I have other things to do. 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 I can't be watching movies all the time. Can you review people Letterboxd now? Thoughts on Let It Shine? I thought it was a really good movie. All the songs were pretty good. Had like a very well constructed plot. Pretty nice, pretty good. What were your thoughts on the Zone of Interest? I thought it was pretty good. Like it was, I don't know. I think I don't know. It was obviously like really harrowing, but I think like some of the stuff that the movie was doing did not, like it didn't do as much for me as it did for others. Like obviously while I was watching it, it's like you feel fucking terrible, but like, I don't know, a lot of the, I don't know, like I think a lot of what the movie did wore out in the first like 30 minutes. But it's still, you know, it was pretty good. And it's an interesting idea and like an interesting story, I guess, to tell. But yeah, I'm like trying to think of like what movies I still need to watch before the Oscars. And I don't know, like Naiad. Oh yeah, I need to watch a lot of the animated ones. I need to do that. I need to see American Fiction. There's a lot that I really liked about American Fiction. American Fiction it's a solid fucking movie. I like there's a lot that I really liked about it. It's like I'm like trying to remember what happens in it. Cuz I don't know, I think I was like really tired when I watched it or something, but I liked it a lot. It was a solid movie. Yeah, I think, I don't know. I do want to rewatch Oppenheimer because I was listening to the score again, and like that movie just has one of the greatest scores of all time. Like the score is just so huge and loud and amazing, and it is literally like that movie would not be what it is without it. Like, don't get me wrong, everything about the movie is incredible, but that score is just like, it is the perfect companion for that movie. It ties everything together. If I was Christopher Nolan and I got that score back, I would have literally been like, oh my God, this is literally like perfection. This is literally, oh, it's so good. I watched the video of the guy that made it, of him like talking about how they put the score together, and it was really interesting. So yeah, I think Poor Things has a great score as well, but I think Oppenheimer deserves to win, and it will win. I think. I don't think there's. I would be surprised if it doesn't. Will you stream the Oscars? I will. Yeah. It's gonna be a thing where like you guys need to find your own stream. Because I'm also not gonna lie, like there was some people, I think during the Golden Globes or some shit, where they got banned for just streaming the audio. So I am going to think about how I'm going to do it. Maybe I won't stream the audio and we all just have our own stream because I don't want to get banned. But I am going to do coverage. I'll just figure out how to do it. Because it's tricky with live stuff. They're very on it with the live stuff. So but yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Can you do it on Discord? Discord has a limit of like 200 people, I think. So it would be like too much of a hassle. I'm just gonna people will share links probably. Isn't it 50 in a stream? I think if you get your server boosted, it's 200. At least it was when we did that, when we watched Eurovision last year. The limit was 200. Yeah, if you guys like find a good stream, you can put it in the community on Twitter, and then everybody can look in there. Yeah. There's a bunch of shit that I gotta figure out over the past week, or next week. I mean, I've been in the daze this past week. There's a bunch of stuff I had to do, and I just have not done it. Do you look at your Twitter community? I don't really look at Twitter anymore at all. I look at it like, I try to look at it as little as possible. So I don't really keep up with the community anymore. Because it's literally like, I opened it yesterday and I saw like I saw a bunch of people like taking some like engagement bait of a clip of Hassan, which is like, literally there's so much more garbage on Twitter now because there's all these accounts where they'll post like really fucking just like a lot of stupid shit to rile people up because they'll get paid for it. So then you'll have all these accounts posting like the most obnoxious shit of all time, and everybody takes the bait. Every single person takes the bait, and they have the same discourse they've been having for 4 fucking years now. Like I can't read this shit anymore. I read it, I'm like, I've been reading this for 4 years. Like I can't do it anymore. It's so exhausting. It's like the real, I think in the last month especially, like the downfall of Twitter is becoming more and more apparent. Like it's really just shit now. It's so bad. So I try not to look at it just because, especially the For You page, like any For You algorithm, in my experience, is really good at feeding me things that just make me feel bad. Like make me feel like really not good. Not even just like related to myself, but just like a lot of just like shit that I'm like, ugh, I don't want to fucking read this. Like this just makes me miserable. So it's just, I don't know. It's like miserable how many people are just completely fucking brainwashed, you know? And it all just gets fed to you. Stay away from the For You page like my life depends on it. I feel really good about not having TikTok anymore. I know like I talk about it a lot, but I genuinely, that was like a life change that I made that I'm kind of glad that I did. Because I don't know, my attention span is like slowly coming back. I really do try to avoid any fucking short form content because it has like a really negative effect on me. So I try to not indulge. Instead, I play this like stupid fucking idle game on my phone, which I think has even a worse effect on me. So yeah, I don't know. At this point, I'm more so on Twitter just because I kind of have to be. If I felt like I could delete my Twitter and still like have like a place to talk about my stream, I wouldn't have it anymore, I think. Because it's just, I don't know, there's really not that much fun on it. And also you can just open your Tumblr and get like the best tweets there, you know? Tumblr is like really good at like filtering out the smog. Jake seems so happy without Twitter. The only problem with that is like Jake never has any idea what's going on. Like I'll like casually bring up something to him that happened 4 months ago, and then he's like, "Wait, what?" And then I have to be like, "Oh, right, this thing that happened like 5 months ago." Now I need to like remember everything about it so I can explain it. But it's for the best. It is 100% for the best. Instagram is also just good because, like, I don't know. I don't open the Reels tab. I just look at what people posted. That's the most important thing because now, like, a lot of social media is like, no, you don't want to see the content of the people that you follow. You want to see what we want to give you. And Instagram, they do that, but it's more avoidable. And I only get to see the people that I want to see. And also fucking quote tweeting on Twitter means that even if I am just looking at my following tab, it'll be like a bunch of my oomfies quote tweeting a bunch of shit where I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck about this. Stop taking fucking engagement bait, oomfie. Why are you filling up my fucking timeline with the most like obvious engagement bait of all time? Like today, I'm not gonna lie, I did a bit of an unfollow spree of everyone that just like took the Hassan bait. And I was like, dude, come on, man. You're like 36 years old. Like, stop tweeting this for likes. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, you want me to be honest? I think like a lot of the content creators that like jumped on the Hassan shit and like talked about like, no, content creation is not hard at all. I understand. This is bullshit. It was like a lot of it just felt like pandering. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not saying I disagree necessarily. Like, I do think like, you know, content creation, you know, I'll have my fucking gripes with it, but it is a very, you know, it's a very fortunate job to have. It's a job that a lot of people would like to have. And, you know, I'm very conscious of that. But like some of the way that those motherfuckers were going on about it, I was like, oh my fucking God, we get it, dude. You're the hero. You're the good one. You're the good one. And also, like, yes, guys, Hassan has a house. He has a house. Oh my God, he has a house. You call it, dude. The amount of times I've seen that tweet where it's like, you call yourself a socialist, and here you drive a car. You have a house. What? And then it gets like 100K likes every single time, and I'm like, oh my God. You guys have no idea what you're even fighting. Like, you have not read up a single thing about any of this. And you're just fucking going like, yes. So I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of people taking like the easiest bait of all time. And I don't know if people take that bait because they're actually that stupid or if they're just consciously playing along with this. And I mean, the second one, I don't know which one is worse, honestly. Probably the second one. But I don't know. It's like, you know, and I realize like, I don't think I've ever really liked Twitter, honestly. I've always been bitching about it. I think I've always been bitching about Twitter every second that I've been on it. So really, like, I you know, this place has done a lot of damage to me. My cousin ranting to me about Hassan randomly because she fully believed he beat me up for being gay. That's kind of beautiful, though. That's like taking the bait in a beautiful way. Yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of people I met at like VidCon that I for some reason still follow. Even though, like, this is another thing, right? I'm really starting to understand like how fucking like it doesn't really make sense for me to still be following the people I met at a party 5 years ago and then never talk to after. I'm like, I don't fucking know who this is. Why am I letting this person's opinions violate my eyes? You know, like, why do I need to, like, I don't know who the fuck this is. So I think I'm like gonna like because I think there used to be like I don't know, I used to be like very invested in like, I gotta be on the end, man. I gotta like, you know, this is my career, you know, I gotta stay followed with everybody. I gotta interact. Because I'm in Estonia. Otherwise everyone's gonna forget about me if I don't talk to them. And now I'm just like, I don't fucking care about any of these people. And I will probably not talk to most of them ever again. And I'm like, that's like a great thing, I think, honestly. I unfollowed everyone from high school. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I don't keep in touch with a single person I went to school with. I literally, like, I think maybe like one of them I'll talk to every few months. And it'll be like a really like, oh, did you see this thing? And I'm like, yeah, I saw it. And I don't really... But that's also like, you know, there's people, that's really more indicative of the fact that I just was really bad at choosing good people to be friends with in school. I think like I had a big moment where I got out of school and then I realized, wait a minute, I only interacted with like really annoying people in school. Because like there's a lot of people I know where like they have like so many friends from like high school still, and they're like the best friends and whatever, and it's like it's awesome. I'm like kind of jealous of it. But I guess I mean those friends for me are like friends that I had outside of school, and like, you know, my friend Owen and Sam that I have from Toontown and shit. Because I've been friends with them for 11 years now. So, you know, I do think it is important to have friends like that because, you know, they've known me since I was like a kid, since I was like 14. So it's really good to have someone like that around because it grounds you, you know. Because I think there was definitely a point where when I started doing content creation, I lost contact with a lot of people that I knew before content creation. And I think a part of it was just because, I don't know, I was so like consumed by everything that was happening in my life. And also just because, yeah, I don't know, my life was just in a different, I don't know, I was just in a different space. And now that I'm older, I'm like, no. You need to put effort into keeping the friends around that maybe you're not like doing the same stuff as, because those are good friends to have around. You don't want all your friends to be doing the same thing, you know? You want some friends that have nothing to do with your work and shit, because it's a nice break. It's a really nice break talking to someone that is just not aware at all of what you do for a living, for example. Because like, you know, I think one thing that I don't like about this line of work, and this is just like, this is a problem that I think I just have that I am trying to get better at, is like, it is just like, if you don't keep, if you're not aware of it, it'll literally just become your entire life, you know? Like, you won't have a life outside of this. And then you realize like, oh man, you're just always dialed in. And it's like, because that's what I realized was I was just like, I abandoned all my hobbies outside of this. And this was like all I did, and this was like all I cared about, and this is all I talked about. And I was like, wait a minute, this is kind of fucking boring. I'm like a one-dimensional person. There's like nothing interesting to me anymore. So then now I'm like building all that shit back up. And yeah, I'm hyped about it. I'm very hyped about it. We'll see where that takes me. It's cool knowing like, oh shit, dude, I can do more in life than just this. Because that's another thing, right? Because I've like talked about quitting streaming or whatever. And the only reason I've been like talking about it is because I have been thinking about it, because it's just something I never thought about. Because, you know, when I was like starting this, we were all like super excited about it, obviously. And the worst thing that could ever happen to you was falling off or not being able to do this anymore. So you never even thought about the idea of ever doing anything other than this, you know? So like for years of my life, I just literally lived thinking like, no, yeah, there's nothing else in my life can happen other than this. This has to just keep going. It has to keep happening. And in the last like year or two, I've been like kind of just like, it's not really like, I don't think that's what I'm going to do, but I've been like keeping that possibility open. It's like, okay, I can do other things. Like I can go back to school. I can maybe, you know, like do some other line of work. Like it is possible. Like this isn't, I don't have to like hold on to this and be like really anxious about it all the time. You know, like, oh my God, is this going to last? Am I going to be able to keep doing this? And it was a very good relief to have that realization. And I think that has made everything a lot easier for me. And now I don't really, I don't know, like the last year or two, I have not really been like anxious about any of that. Because I've just been like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens, man. Getting a day job has kind of saved my life for a little while. Yeah, it's just like, it's you know, because like when I was on tour with James, I didn't really do a lot of work, but I did help out. And I was like, you know, I helped like carry boxes and shit. And it reminded me of like when I've done that before. And I was like, it is nice to do something else for a little bit. Like it is nice to get like a breath of fresh air and like get yourself reminded that like, oh my God, like this isn't all that there is to life. And I think that's why I was like so happy during that week too. And I don't know. I think in general too, I think I've been happier on stream as well. I think like last year there were a lot of streams where I was just like visibly not maybe I wasn't like super pleased visibly. But now I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to have fun, whatever. So but yeah, I do want to do stuff other than movie nights too. We've been doing a lot of movie nights recently, and next week we're gonna do some other stuff too. I want to do Farming Simulator with Chibli at one point. I need to hit him up about that. I want to do Farming Simulator with him. I think that'd be funny. Will you show up on other people's streams if you stop yourself? I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the time I really enjoy being on other people's streams more than I enjoy being on my own even. Like, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy being here, but it's so fun being on another person's stream. Because it's just like, I don't know, it's easier. it's a lot easier. And also like I am kind of like surprised at myself. I think what streaming has improved a lot is my social battery. Because I used to just get like, it used to run out really fast. And streaming, because it's like, you know, you talk for like 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours straight. It is like really draining in that way. But it has like made me more social also. Because now I'm like, you know, okay, Hassan. Yeah, he did mention that, didn't he? Yeah, but then it is like sometimes when I'm like, okay, I got to do like a 5-hour stream today. Nobody talked to me. And then I'm just like, I had like 6 hours to do all these things before stream, and I did none of them because I was like, okay, I got to stream for 5 hours, so I need to like save myself. I can't talk to people, otherwise I'm gonna be on stream and I'll be like, oh, you and Chib need to collab more. I love Chibli. I love Chibli so much. I would love to do anything with him. He's my angel. I want to collab with more people in general. Like I want to like find new cool people as well. Like I like Hunter a lot. I want Hunter to start streaming more. I think Hunter is one of the funniest motherfuckers ever. Like the amount of times where I open my Twitter and then Hunter's tweeted something, I'm like, how the fuck did he think of that? That's so clever. Hunter's really, really good. And I've been getting closer to him. Yeah. Trying to think of like who else. I also really do like Rabina Ballerina a lot. She is so funny. I don't know if she like wants to be on streams, but if she does want, well, the thing is like she's British, so like I don't know like what if she can like work her schedule around to be on my streams. But if she wanted to be on my streams, I'd love to have her on my streams because she's very funny. You were funny on Harry's stream. Yeah, Harry's very funny too. I like Harry a lot. I think you know, I've been saying this for years, but I think Harry's gonna be fucking huge because he's just naturally so funny. Please tell Trevor to stream more. You know, I could, but like that guy's just, he's working 24/7. They're working him to the bone. But yeah, I think like, I don't know. I was like kind of taking inventory a few days ago, and I was like, I have like really, really good people around me now. It's like really sick. I'm really glad about it. Because I've done a lot of work to kind of figure out like what I look for in people and like what do they look for in me and whatever. And I don't know. Now I'm like, because I have this like huge Discord for my friends. Northernline referenced your stream last week. There's no way, dude. That's not possible. I don't believe that. But yeah, I have this huge Discord where like a lot of my friends are from like all different walks of life. And I don't know, it's really nice. He did, just not by name. What did he say? That's great. It's tough to weed out the bad. Yeah, dude, it's tough to fucking weed out the bad, especially when you're in this fucking industry. As this fucking happens every fucking week, you find out. Talked about how Chib was late for the Plate Up stream. Oh. Dude, that's crazy. That's like 10% of an Aksually reference. That's awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like you know, I joke about it a lot, but I am in a lot of ways so glad to be getting older, because especially in the last like 3 years, I've learned so fucking much, and it's awesome. Like it's really sick. I feel like I'm like really like setting up myself to have like a pretty decent run in my 30s. Not to jinx it, but you know, fingers crossed. He said something like he was late for his friend's sponsored stream. Let's go. I'm the friend. I'm the friend. Two years ago, you would have said you're killing yourself at 30. Dude, 2 years ago, I would have said I'm killing myself tomorrow. I would have said I'm doing it today. Because, yeah, I don't know. It was like, yeah, I don't know. It's like, I think like, what fucking year was that? 2022? Jesus Christ. Easily worst year of my life. That shit was like, whew. I got out of that shit and I was like, holy fucking shit, dude. What the fuck happened? What the hell happened in my life? And then 2023 wasn't like amazing really, but 2024 has been chill as fuck so far, honestly. It's been really fucking chill. So I hope it continues. 2021 was my worst. It's honestly like I know I struggled a lot in quarantine, but it's in the kind of harsh reality is that I don't remember those years. I don't remember the COVID years much at all. I remember like brief glimpses, but I think like the mixture of me smoking a shit ton of weed and then being inside for literally months at a time. Like I don't know if I've talked about this on stream, but it got so bad for me in COVID where at one point I didn't leave my house for 5 months. I literally like I did not go outside at all because I got really bad anxiety, and while I was like quarantining, I stopped going for walks, and then I literally just didn't leave my house at all. And I was like really saved by the fact that I could just order everything to my door. And I remember the first time I went outside after that 5 months, it was so bizarre. It felt so weird walking in the streets and having like strangers walk by me. It actually felt jarring, and I felt very uncomfortable. And it took me like a month to like feel normal again when I was outside. And that was like a couple months before I went to the UK. And then when I went to the UK, I was like, okay, I feel normal again. But yeah, it was like really like, and I was living in a very small room. It was my bed on the floor. It was my desk with my computer and a wardrobe. And that was pretty much it. That was like all the room I had. It was I would leave the room to like shower and just like clean myself. But other than that, I would not fucking leave my room at all. And that's another thing is I became really fucking unfit during that, dude. Like I would walk for like 20 minutes when I started going outside again, and the next morning my legs would be sore. And I was like, "Oh my God. Jesus fucking Christ, what happened to me?" And that's when I realized like, yeah, I got to like take my shit I got to get my shit together. Cause yeah, and I don't know. Cause I think like during COVID especially, like literally all my life was just waking up, going live, maybe sitting in Discord with a friend, going to sleep, waking up, going live, rinse and repeat, just every single day. And there was like, you know, a year or two after, I was like, okay, yeah, that definitely did some like damage on me. One thing that happened to me after COVID was couldn't keep eye contact with people at all. Could not do it whatsoever. Took me like months to like look people in the eye. And I'm not gonna lie, like now I just have this weird thing where like my brain randomly will pick a person where it's like, nah, you can't really hold eye contact with that person. And then there's just people where like I can't look them in the eye. And it's like very RNG. I don't know how my brain works that way, but it's just like some people I'll stare them in the eye all night long. But other times I'm just like, no, not can't do it. But, you know, we survived it. We made it out. That's just, I don't know. It's also crazy to think that it's 2024 now. And I know, like, the current year meme or whatever, but, like, I don't know. It is, I'm, like, very, I don't know, introspective. And when I'm like, oh my God, dude, 2018 was like 6 years ago. I've somehow been doing this for 6 years. And I don't know how that happened. I mean, honestly, it's kind of awesome to say to my family because when I started doing it in 2018, they were all like, well, you should be careful because you probably will not be getting any money from this in 2 months. And I was like, just you watch. And here I am 6 years later. So it's like cool in that way, I guess. But in other ways, I'm just like, how did this happen, dude? How's it been 6 years? I can't fucking believe it. Yeah, I don't know. I want to do something cool this year. I think I'm going to the UK in April. And I'm going to try to stream when I'm in the UK. I want to do a stream with James Marriott where we just hang out. I love how I always call him by his full name, even to his face. I just think it's funny. I think he has a good name, so I love saying it. Are you a millionaire? I'm not a millionaire. I've never been close to being a millionaire. I've been comfortable, but do not think I'm a millionaire. Not especially not now. Billionaire? Yeah, I'm a billionaire. I'm a billionaire. I have stock in Amazon, and that's how I became a billionaire. Have you made over $1 million in your lifetime though? No, I don't think so. No. I've just remember when all the Twitch salaries leaked? Dude, when that happened, my old manager fucking DM me was like, bro, you dropped me and look at you. You're not even fucking, this is minimum wage, bro. What are you doing? And I'm like, no, you don't understand, dude. I have other sources of income. And also I live in Estonia, so I don't need to be making like a US average wage, man. And he's like, yeah, but look at all these sponsors I brought you, which was a good point. That guy was like working his ass off, bringing me sponsors for like years. And every time I'd be like, eh. And now I'm like fucking sponsor Andy. I do so many sponsors. Which the sponsors are fucking cool. The sponsors are kind of like they do help out a lot. So when you guys watch the sponsored streams, just know I'm eternally grateful. And I'm always glad that there's people that are willing to give that shit a go. It's very sweet and it helps out the stream. Any sponsors coming soon? Yes. In March, I am doing a sponsor for a taxi game. And I'm actually really hyped about it because I don't know if I was going to stream it, but I was going to play that game. And now I got it for free and I'm getting paid to play it. And I think Chivley got that sponsor too. It's like a taxi simulator where you just drive a taxi around Barcelona or some shit. And you pick up people and like it's like awesome. It's kind of like Truck Simulator but for taxis. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, I've been getting really lucky with sponsors. I'm like getting like one a month, which is nice. A part of me, here's the thing is, right? I want to move out of this apartment, but I also don't want to move. So that's like the dilemma I have, where like I don't really want to move, because like during the summer, I love living in this apartment because I live like pretty close to the beach. It's like a little bit of a dox, but I live pretty close to the beach, so I can always just easily walk and go watch the sunsets at the beach. And that's what I really like about this apartment. But like, man, dude, during fucking winters, I hate this place, man. I'm like, fuck, I want to live somewhere else. Do you want to leave the country still? Yeah, I still want to leave the country. The whole like Australia thing got pushed back because like just last year was like a little bit, as goes with Aksually, last year was a little bit rough. Last year was a little bit rough, and I just wasn't in a comfortable place to do it. And now I'm just like more open to like any place where I can get my grubby hands on. I would have moved to the UK like years ago. I would have moved to the UK like before COVID. But then, you know, Brexit happened, and there's like really no easy way for me to get a visa. I think like literally like the only way I could get a visa right now is if I married someone that's British, and I don't really want to do that. I'm not really I'm not really super into that idea right now. So yeah, I don't know. If I had like, you know what, honestly, if I had friends in Berlin, I would try Berlin out, because I really liked it there. And it would be like, fuck it, dude, like I can just go there for like, you know, try it out for like 6 months, see if I like it. But I don't really know anyone in Berlin right now, so I gotta up my Berlin networking game. Come to Brazil. That would be a crazy move if I just moved to Brazil. Amsterdam era. I don't know if I could live in Amsterdam. I get like pretty sick of Amsterdam after like 3 days. Because this is the thing also. Like I know like there's different parts of Amsterdam, but at night I don't like Amsterdam at night very much. At night it becomes fucking rough. Especially if you're a woman. That's been like my experience, is like Amsterdam can get fucking just pretty fucking rough. Especially like, you know, do not go anywhere near the red light district. Like even if you're like near the areas to it, just like the fucking the spillover from that district is just it spawns in like the biggest freaks of all time. Like I was literally telling my friend yesterday, I was like, I think the 3 or 4 days that I spent in Amsterdam for TwitchCon, I had like 2 years worth of weird shit happen to me. It was just a lot of weird shit happen at once. But I did like it a lot during the day. Like I do like the city a lot, and that's how good it is during the day, where I still think it's like a great city. Even if at night it gets really creepy. I know you hate London, but living there for a few months was some of the best moments of my life.
White people be like,
I like Prince IDK, thank you. I like London. I like parts of London. I think I've had, like, the thing about London is I don't, like, just full on hate it. The thing is like, every time I go there, it is literally a coin toss on whether I'm going to have a really great night or I'm literally going to, like, cry on the train home. Like it is literally such like a fucking just coin flip every single time. London is such an isolating one for me. Yeah, I've felt very lonely in London. I've gone out with like groups of people, and then just in the middle of the night, I'm just like, I feel like I'm like completely alone right now, and I don't know why. And it's just, I don't know, something about the city. Brighton's pretty good. I quite enjoy Brighton. I just kind of hate how like there's just like some things are missing. Like I think like a good authentic Italian pasta place. There's a few pasta places, and there's a few authentic ones, but they're not really that good, and it pisses me off. And I've tried a lot of them, and like all of them are missing something. So that's like my one gripe with it. And also, I think, is there Mexican food in the UK? The UK has like one of the only decent Mexican places I've tried. It's a chain. It's called Oaxaca. It's super fucking expensive though. It is like ridiculously expensive. It has no right being that expensive. But it is like some of the only decent Mexican food I've had in Europe, because Europeans, they fucking butcher that shit, man. But yeah, like, I think the only thing that I really have an issue with is the UK's weather in the winter is like a lot more miserable than Estonia, because at least in Estonia we're guaranteed like snow for a while, and it's not just like cold, windy rain all the time, you know? In the UK, it's like it's dark, it's cold, it's windy. I'm like not the craziest about just like the UK's architecture. It makes me like a little bit depressed in general. So like when I'm in the UK during the winter, I start dooming pretty heavy. Like, I'm used to the sun setting early because it sets even earlier in Estonia, but in the UK, I'm just like, ugh. I don't know how these motherfuckers do it. How awesome would it be if 10 years from now I'm a scout at Arsenal? If you are, you should get me free tickets. I would be so eternally grateful for you. You would love Finland. I've been to Finland many times. I've been to Finland countless times in my life. And I rock with Finland. It's pretty chill. It's pretty much just like Estonia. I don't really see a difference, except you guys have higher wages. Even though we have the same prices now for everything. It's fucked up. I used to go to Finland when I was like 10, and I would go to the store then. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Everything's so expensive. How can anybody afford anything here? And now we just have the same fucking prices, except like alcohol's cheaper. Except the Estonian wages are like half of the fucking Finnish ones. So Estonia's fucking awesome, dude. Woo! Fucking awesome ass country, man. This country's not fucked at all. Yeah, I don't know. I think I hear good things about Bristol. My friend Owen used to live in Bristol and he loved it. He really loved Bristol. He always like tells me that we got to go there. I've been to Bristol actually. I forgot that. I went to Bristol for a Death Grips gig. I didn't really go like outside of the city center, but it was nice. I liked it. It was a chill vibe. Seems to be like artsy and cool. It's more expensive to rent in Dublin than in Paris. Yeah, I've heard about like the housing crisis in Ireland, and how not only is it expensive to rent, but like the competition is fierce. Like someone that I know that lives in Dublin, they said like when they were trying to get an apartment, it was just for the viewings, like the queue would be like out the door. It would just be like it would be like really bad. So it's like really hard to find a place. Which it can be like that here, but really the bigger problem is just that the rent is like pretty expensive compared to wages here. Like I got this apartment pretty easily. But I think it depends on like what kind of like price range you're trying to rent in, because my apartment is like a little bit more expensive. And the real estate agent like tried to pull that trick on me where he was like, there was a family right here before you and they really liked this apartment and they were thinking about renting it, but if you agree to it right now, I'll give it to you. And I was just like, I need a place to live, dude, and this place works. And he thought like he tricked me, but like I know he was lying to me. I just wanted a place to live. Bay Area prices are so epic. Dude, the Bay Area prices are unreal. When I visited my friend that lived in San Jose, he was paying like $4,000 a month for a pretty fucking small apartment. Like it was fucking crazy. It was really insane. I had never fucking seen anything like that in my life. It's the same in New York too. New York is like, I visited my friend's apartment. I think he was paying like $3,500, and it was cramped. It was fucking cramped. My brother pays $2,500 for a one bed in San Francisco. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like what Estonia is building up to, because it's just, you know, it's not being regulated enough. The landlords are just kind of, well, now the problem is like they got like a little bit too ahead of themselves during quarantine, and they put the rent up too high. So now it realistically can't go up because people literally just, nobody would be able to afford anything if they kept going up. And also they fucked up because they built way too many new developments. So once they finished it, they were like, fuck, dude, there's nobody to move in here anymore. Because like we all just hopped on this fucking train, dude. And it feels so good. It feels so fucking good when that shit blows up in their face, man. It feels so fucking good to read those news articles where they're like, nobody's moving into our new apartment buildings. And I'm like, yes, go fuck yourself. Fuck you, dude. This is what you get, man. These fucking cocky motherfuckers where it's like, well, real estate prices only go up. Fuck you. Like, my sister recently sold her house that she bought in, like, I think 2014. And her house had more than tripled in price. That's like the fucking like level of increase that we're dealing with here right now. It's like they're going up fast. And the wages are just not doing that. As in every country, the wages somehow do not go up that much. They just somehow do not. Why is this such a worldwide issue right now? Capitalism. It's just capitalism. And also, it's like a really big problem in Europe because, you know, usually the EU loves to like regulate everything, but they will not regulate the real estate market. They just won't do it because most of the motherfuckers in the parliament probably own real estate. And they're like, So, and like a lot of, yeah, I don't know. It just leaves me wondering, like, where are we going to go from here? Because right now, it is completely unsustainable. It is, like, I don't know. Like, what is it going to be like in 10 years, you know? How are we going to keep this up? People are just going to keep losing their homes. Homelessness is going to go up. And with homelessness, everything worsens. You know, if people do not have a place to live, it knocks everything off, you know? Like, the number, like, really, like, the two most important things to focus on are education and housing. We need to make sure that everybody gets education, everybody gets housing. That at least, like, provides a foundation for, you know, a stable life. Because you can't, like, be surprised that, you know, so many people are falling to addiction and, like, there's a lot of crime going on. Because when people don't have stability in their lives, that's obviously what they're going to do. You know, it's, like, the most obvious fucking outcome of all time. And, you know, it's not going to, like, you know, we're not going to fucking, it's not a problem that's going to get solved by, like, more policing. It's going to be solved by guaranteeing that people have, like, some kind of like safety in their life, you know? Because, like, you know, I can't even fucking begin to imagine what it's like to not have a home. That's, like, the one thing that, like, I have always been fortunate enough to have, even when I was, like, you know, when my family was, like, super poor growing up, we had a roof over our head. I can't imagine what it's like living every day not having a place to go. Like, it's unfathomable to me. It is horrific that there are so many people out here living in those conditions, you know? Like, in Paris, there were a lot of homeless encampments that I saw. And someone that was on the tour that had been to Paris a lot, she told me, like, no, yeah, this all happened in, like, the last 2 years. Like, the area that we were staying in had a really bad homeless problem. And she said, like, no, yeah, this wasn't here before quarantine. Like, none of this was here before quarantine. And walking through that neighborhood, you would not think that at all. You would think like, oh, this has just always been this way. This has all happened in the last like 3-4 years, which is just terrible. And you know, it's just like, I don't know. Well, the good news is, like, at least, like, in my family, some of the people have, like, started to, like, wake up to the fact, like, maybe landlords are not that great. As, like, the rent prices keep going up in this country, some of them are, like, slowly, like, waking up, and they're like, wait a minute. It's the landlords increasing the prices. This is crazy. Who knew? Better late than never. Dude, 100 times better late than never. It is so important to try to get through to some of these people. You know, some people, I'm not gonna lie, they are fucking brainwashed beyond belief. Like, it honestly kind of feels like, especially like the people in like Elon Musk's replies, I don't know if you could ever save those people. Like, I don't know how you recover from that. That's like trying to save like someone that is like knee deep in Scientology. Like, I literally I don't know if you can rewire your fucking brain at that point. You know, it's like, so the dick riding is built into them too heavily, man. It is like, it's crazy. But you know, there is like, I do think, you know, there's more and more people kind of opening their eyes a little bit. The only worry that is, especially like, for example, a big problem in Europe and, you know, everywhere really, even like, you know, Argentina had like that guy with the funny hair get elected, is that a lot of these people, they are starting to feel the frustration and they're starting to feel the anger, but that anger gets immediately hijacked by just like populists and like fucking like, you know, conservatives who weaponize that anger and are like, no, you're not mad because you're being extorted by the elite. You're mad because there's immigrants in the country. And you're mad because there's gay people, and the gay people are doing this, and the immigrants are doing this, and it's the people of color doing this. And, you know, they immediately hijack all those fucking people. Because it's just, it's like, you know, and at that point, it's like, there's a lot more work to do to get those people to, like, understand, like, this is not at all what's happening. It's just, it's really like, I don't know. It's also just really fucking depressing. You know, it's like a big problem that I have with some people in Estonia is they're so close to being on the right track, but they just can't fucking like understand. Like, they just can't get it right. Like, you know, Palestine, for example, they're so close to understanding that it's a fucking genocide, and then they just get anti-Semitic, and I'm like, no, dude, no, you're so fucking close, you're so close, just don't do that, dude. You're so close to being right, and then for no reason they're just like, oh yeah, I'm you know what, actually, this is a Jewish thing, and I'm like, no, dude, it's not. Literally every single Jewish person I know, they do not stand for this. Zionism is like an entirely different thing, dude. So it's just, it's like, it's frustrating. The whole, like, I don't know, dude, the Estonians have had some of like the most fucking outrageous takes about that all, and it's, I spent so much time arguing with people. That's when like I even made the fucking burner account on Reddit, because the people on the Estonian subreddit were like fucking, they were going ham on the like, yeah, you're sympathizing with terrorists if you support Palestine, by the way. And I was getting so fucking angry reading those takes, and I just started fucking arguing with them, and I was doing it for weeks. I was literally like patrolling that shit, dude. I was like going at them for weeks, because I was like, somebody needs to read this. Like, this can't be like an echo chamber where people just keep parroting this fucking take over and over again, because a lot of these people, they don't understand what's actually fucking happening there. They just saw like, oh, the fucking Estonian president tweeted out support for Israel because Estonia is a fucking bootlicker of America. That's like the side we've chosen because, like, you know, we don't want to get fucking invaded by Russia, so we have to be a fucking American bootlicker where we're like, oh, guys, we have to side with Israel. Israel is our ally. It's like, what the fuck are we talking about here? What are you doing? Like, why are we doing this? So yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's really frustrating. It's really just like, I don't know. It's ugh. My Orthodox aunt from Israel is visiting right now. Family lunches have been hell. It's literally like it's just it's so hard to like talk to anybody that has like made up their mind on like yeah, it's you're sympathizing with terrorists. Israel has a right to defend itself. Which, by the way, I saw like a thing where Israel is threatening to pull out of Eurovision because they made like a really, you know, you're not really allowed to make like a political song. And they just kind of made like the most on the nose fucking song about like the October attacks. And then like I think like there was pushback about that and they're like, I don't know if like you can do this. Like this is like pretty obviously just about that. And then Israel was like, well, we're gonna fucking pull out. And I'm like, please, I fucking beg you to God, please get the fuck out of this competition. My fucking God. Oh my fucking God, get the fuck out, please. I almost Jake Est when I read that headline because I was like, please get the fuck out. Like, my God. I do think it is like, you know, the fucking European hypocrisy is fucking crazy. It is insane because, and I agree with this. I think this should be done. I think if a country is fucking waging war, fucking genociding people, I think it is good to fucking kick them out of a lot of shit, like what happened with Russia, where they got fucking basically kicked out of everything. I think that's great. That is a good step to take. Why is Israel still in all the same things? It is crazy. The fact that like nobody is even acknowledging it, all like fucking FIFA, UEFA, the Olympics, Eurovision, all things that Russia got kicked out of. Why is nobody even acknowledging Israel in this context? You know? And it's I mean, the reason is very obvious, but it's just very frustrating. It's very fucking frustrating. And it's, yeah, I don't know. It's fucking heartbreaking, and it's just really sad. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's like there's gonna be a time where we look back at this time, and it's gonna be like so many people are just gonna look fucking terrible, as they should, you know. So, yeah, I don't know. It's very frustrating. Yeah, I don't know how we got to that part of the conversation, but you know, honestly, I'm glad we talked about it. So pissed off too, knowing 50 years from now schools will be teaching this and governments will be issuing bullshit apology statements. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, it's like when we talked about indigenous people in Canada and how the government there loves to put out like empty statements where it's like, you know, we're gonna do all this stuff to make it up for you guys, and then in action it's like actually not it's not happening that way, you know. It's also just like, the reality is that when shit like this happens, you are opening wounds that you cannot close for fucking centuries, forever, really. Like this is like, you know, it is horrendous beyond belief. What the fuck was that? I don't know what that was. So yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know. It's like, you know how a lot of conservatives in America are like, guys, racism is over now. Don't you understand? America is an equal country. And it's like, this is a country where fucking 200 years ago, you could literally enslave another human being. You think that's just going to go away? You think like the systemic, which by the way, like racism is like systemically built into America. Like there's just, no matter how you fucking stamp it, it is always going to be there as long as these people are in office and as long as that fucking shitty ass system holds. But like, even if, you know, how are you just expecting people to like move on from that, you know? When it's like literally it's that shit passes through generations, you know? And it really was not that long ago that, you know, black people couldn't even vote. There it wasn't like it's fucking crazy. It's insane. And like the way that, by the way, also that like slavery is still like basically legal. They just do it through the prison system now. So it's like totally chill, dude. It's so fucking chill because it's actually prisoners, man, and prisoners don't deserve any respect. Prisoners are not human, guys. It's terrible. It's horrible. Anyways, I got a shower, I think. I'm fucking sweating. America's so fucked. Like, a lot of countries are, but I look at America and I'm just like, what? How the fuck? Like, how do you even fix this? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, this is so fucked. Everything is just so fucked, man. Like, the fact that you're allowed to run a prison for profit. Like, how do you even, like, what the fuck? Whatever. We need to make politicians fear for their lives again. Yeah, I think, like, politicians kind of need to, like, understand that, I don't know, like, they need to kind of feel the heat. They need to stop tweeting. Politicians on social media is like the worst. The fucking Shinzo Abe assassination is a really interesting story, actually. I read into it a couple months ago, and it is actually like, it is actually, I don't know, like, it makes sense why the whole country turned around and was like, you know what? Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Because I'm like, I'm going to be like paraphrasing this, but like, I think it was related to the guy that assassinated him, his like grandmother or something, lost a lot of money to this like church in Japan. And Shinzo Abe was like affiliated with that church in some way. I need to like, I really got to like read up on this again. It's like kind of escaped me, but it was basically like he was enabling that like cult or whatever to extort money out of people, and it was like ruining a lot of people's lives and shit. And then yeah, that makes sense. The Estonian version of that is psychics. I'm not like gonna, you know, I'm not gonna debate the reality of psychics. What I will say is there's a lot of fucking psychics in Estonia that are grifting hard, and they are scamming old people for their money. And they charge a lot of money for a lot of weird shit. And when I went to Morocco, one of the people in our group was a psychic, and I witnessed with my very own eyes her laugh about how she goes to Estonia for like a month and holds a bunch of bullshit seminars and then gets to travel for 9 months because she makes that much money. And she just laughed about it. So my mom thinks she's psychic and it's such a weird narcissistic thing. So does my father. My father thinks the same exact thing. He has a thing that he spins and he reads people's vibes. And he designated me the title of Son of God. I'm being serious when I say this. He said, I am a son of God. And you would think, oh, wow, that's so nice that he said that about you. No, dude, I'm his son. I'm his son. He's God. I am just the mere son. He is the God. So, yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. Your dad seems so interesting. My dad has a lot of disorders, and I feel like if you put him into a psychiatric hospital right now, it would take them 30 years to figure out what the fuck is going on with him. I think he could honestly fucking invent some new ones. I'm not even gonna lie. He could coin some new ones. He is, without a doubt, one of the most interesting people I've ever met. In some ways, honestly, interesting and like, huh. But in other ways, I don't even, like, sometimes he's like cartoonishly evil, and it's like kind of hilarious. He's like a fucking Looney Tunes villain sometimes. Like, I don't know how this person's real. I used to not like talk about him at all on streams because he would like keep up with my shit, and then he would like email all my family members about like the things that I would say about him, even if it was like really vague. But now, like, I think he doesn't know how to use Twitch that much, so we're clear probably. But yeah, he is you know, that's why I love telling stories about him and just like saying it in like a really funny way, because I do like imagining him as this like weird fucking Looney Tunes wizard, because that's like really what he is. He is really does your dad believe anything he reads too? I don't understand his fucking worldview at all. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've tried to decipher where he stands politically, and I just don't fucking understand. Like, I think he's built like his own compass, and like he is like, I think he might be like the next, like, you know how there's like Marxism? Like, I think they're gonna like do something like that after my dad, where like it's like his own like economic system and his own fucking belief system, where like I genuinely. And then the thing is, my grandmother has this shit too, where she has also like built this like worldview, and she was explaining it to me, and I was trying to follow it, and I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. I genuinely don't understand how any of this links, and like I don't understand like what is like what is going on at all. Like, I forget what she said about our prime minister, but it was like some of the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. If your dad starts lynching landlords or something, it'll probably work. I don't even, dude, the thing is, like, he hasn't had to pay rent ever. He's just always like lived somewhere, right? Like right now he just lives in the woods. He's a free man. So like, I don't even know if he knows what like a fucking landlord is, you know? I don't even know if he's like aware of that concept. He's so removed from fucking society that like I don't really know if he knows about that. Somebody like needs to tell him about the concept. Does he like gay people? He used to, and now he really hates gay people. In an email that I found last year, he has started hating gay people, and I don't know how that happened, because he used to be like really he was a hippie in the 70s. That's how old he is. He was a part of the hippie movement, dude. He was like super Like I remember like in like fucking like 2012, he was like, I don't care what anybody does. I think you know, love who you love. What does it fucking matter? And then last year, there was an email that he sent to a relative of mine where it was just like, holy fucking shit, dude. What the fuck happened, dude? It was like the classic trope of the gay people are all fucking pedophiles. They're coming for our kids. We can't let them do this. And I'm like, what? How the fuck did you get radicalized like this? Like, what the fuck happened, dude? Are you insane? And he's like, they're all fucking, oh my God, it's fucking happening, man. Everyone's gay. The people leading this country are gay. You have access to his email? I do have access to one of his emails, and I locked him out of it because it was tied to my Habbo account, and I was like, I'm not gonna have him fuck with my shit, dude. I need to get into my Habbo account, so I changed my password, or his password, and he can't get in anymore. But he sent that email to a relative. But yeah, like, I don't know, dude. He was like super. There's like, I think, you know, what I really find interesting and what I've come to learn as I get older is the people in your family have a lot of things that they just don't talk about. Things that happen to them, you know, relationships in their family that they just don't talk about. In my case, it is entire siblings, potentially. Entire fucking, like, parts of my family that in my 20s I discovered exist. But in other cases, you know, it's like childhood trauma. It's like all these things that build the person that you have to deal with now, in front of you. And you have no idea that any of this happened to them. And you have to kind of navigate on how to deal with this person, not having a single clue why they are the way they are. And then casually, one day at dinner, they'll just like mention like the most like crazy shit of all time that happened in your family, like it's normal. And then you're like, what? And then you just have to like, and then you'll be like, well, can you tell me more? And they're like, no. And then you just have to like live with that like little like knowledge that they dropped on you. So, you know, like I've found out a lot of weird shit about my family, and I'm just like, well, tell me more. And everyone's just like, you don't need to know. Are you scared that those problems are generational? I mean, like, look, I think the current generation of my family are all like super aware of how our parents fucked us up. It's like, honestly, literally every single time I hang out with my family, that's like the main subject. Everybody just talks about like how their mom or dad fucked them up as a kid. And so it's like everyone's like super aware of it. And I think that's like a step in the right direction. I think that's like a good sign because, you know, I can very easily tell that my dad had a really bad relationship with his parents. Yet, whenever I used to talk to him about it, he'd be like, oh man, my dad was a great man. And my mother, she was a saint. She would talk a lot, but she was a saint. Which is also why I love The Sopranos so much. Because The Sopranos is so amazing at portraying all of this. It is like some of the most lifelike portrayal of family dynamics I've ever seen in my life. Like Livia Soprano, Tony's mother, always talks about Tony's late father. She always says, "Oh, he was a saint," and she starts like crying. But like, really, he was a huge piece of shit. And it's just the way that like a lot of these people cope with like the trauma or the reality of all these shitty people is they just really romanticize the memory of them. And then you grow up thinking that these were good people, and then you realize, wait a minute, everyone in my family was a fucking piece of shit, dude. Just nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody ever wants to acknowledge it. People would rather just like remember the good times than like kind of maybe for a moment acknowledge like, yeah, your grandfather was not a great man. He was pretty fucked up, you know? So I think that's very interesting. And you know, I don't know. Like, I laugh a lot about one of my grandfather's funerals. It was like the worst funeral I've ever been to, dude. It was like auto-generate a funeral. It was fucking hilarious. And it's like what he deserved. It was like I was sitting in that funeral and I was like, fuck yeah, dude. This is perfect. This is like, it's like I made this fucking funeral, because it's just fucking auto-generated bullshit. None of these people give a fuck. The pastor is literally like doing Mad Libs with the fucking eulogy. It is amazing. It is like so fucking good. It's like, I don't know. But that also made me realize, like, dude, if this is my funeral, I have like really fucked up in life. I have really fucked up. If I'm like staring down from heaven or up from hell and I see that's my funeral, I'm like, oh fuck. Jesus Christ. Thanks for the raid, Buckled Hickory. So yeah, I don't know. I think families are really interesting, because with families you can have like the most tight bond of anyone in the universe, but that same tight bond will strangle you and it will hold you hostage in a lot of situations without you even realizing it. So it's like, it's so interesting to me, because I do think, like, you know, obviously I'm someone that does not have a lot of, you know, like family support. I don't have like a family support system really. So when I look at people that do have a family support system, it's like a healthy thing. I'm like, dude, it makes so much sense why they're such an incredible person, why they're able to like accomplish so much like incredible shit. Because it's like, as soon as you lose that like support system, everything just becomes like a lot harder, you know? So it is like a thing of like, when it works out, family is like like the most incredible fucking thing of all time, I think. If it doesn't though, yeesh, good luck, dude. Good luck, buddy. Good luck, Charlie, as they say. I get so jealous of people with good family support systems. No, same, literally. Like my friend Sam has the sweetest parents of all time. I lived with them for a couple weeks in like 2019, and they totally adopted me as like their own. And his mom is the sweetest lady I think I've ever met in my life. And everyone that's met her has said this. She is just like the sweetest, most caring lady. And she, like, I one experience that I had at that house was, I randomly asked her, I was like, have you ever had chicken pot pie? Because I just like found out about chicken pot pie that day. I'd never heard of it before. And she was like, no, I don't really know what that is. And then we looked at it together. And then I was like, oh yeah, that looks good. And then I just like walked away. That night, she served me chicken pot pie. And I fucking cried. Like, it was the most like beautiful thing that anyone has ever done. She just, after we had the moment, she just learned how to make it, even though she had not heard of it before. And she just made it for me. And I was like, holy fucking shit. That is amazing. That is so incredible. So yeah, that's like an awesome thing. Was it good? Dude, it was delicious. It was really fucking good. I loved it. I haven't had chicken pot pie since, but I always think about that. Epitome of a precious person. Yeah, there are just some people that are so fucking sweet, and even like it's the amount of like generosity and love that they put out there is just it's amazing, you know? Like I've had so many like friends of my mother's like adopt me basically and just like take care of me, and it's like it is the sweetest thing every time. It's crazy. And then you realize, like, especially when you're like on the internet all the time, where everybody's like kind of like super cynical and mean all the time. When you meet like a genuinely nice person in real life, it actually feels fucking weird. At first, it actually feels really fucking weird because you're like, what's the catch? What's the catch? Because like you can't just be a nice person. How are you gonna fuck me over? And then you realize, oh wait, no, this is what a good person looks like. And you're like, whoa, all right, okay, hold on a minute. So yeah. It's there's good people out there. There really are. Like for example, one of the kindest people I've ever met, a mother to me basically, James Marriott. I could never even like begin to explain how much that guy has done for me. He literally like he is my mother basically at this point. With the exception of like breastfeeding, he has done everything for me. It's incredible. I've got to have a kid and be the most normal father ever. Dude, like I feel like I'm at this point where like my child would just grow up to be like really obnoxious and narcissistic because I would hype them up too much, man. I would make them so fucking delusional. I would hype them up way too much for their own good. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know if I'm ever gonna have kids. It's hard to say because usually what happens is, you know, you feel one way, and you know this feeling can be permanent. It's doesn't. I don't like when people like always dismiss it as a phase and they're like, no, you'll change your mind. It just depends, you know. You could change your mind. Like that's very likely too that you'll meet someone that you're like, I could actually see myself building a family with this person. Or you just, you know, you meet a person where you're like, we're happy the way that we are and we don't need children. Both are possible. Would you adopt? I don't know. Like it would really depend on like what situation I'd be in. I mean, like I'm not against adopting at all. Like I'm not some like purist where I'm like, it needs to be my child. But it's just more so of like, you know, it would depend on, am I at that point in my life where I'm like, I would love to like have a family. I feel like I could provide a child a good life. Because right now the answer is no. The answer is I can't even provide myself a good life. I can't get out of bed until like 5 p.m. I should have nothing to do with raising a child. So, yeah. Fathers who treat their kid as their legacy kills me. I love my brother-in-law because he has been like waging war with his side of the family because, you know, I have 2 nieces. And his side of the family wants the 3rd kid to really be a boy. And he's like really pissed off at that. And it's awesome. And he rants about it all the time. And he's like, he's just like, cause it is like that whole concept. Number one is it's just like really disrespectful. Well, it's misogynistic to begin with, but it's just, you're literally like disrespecting a fucking child right now. You're disrespecting like a 5-year-old girl by being like, oh, I hope the next one is a boy. Like it's just like how are you gonna disrespect a child that way? That's fucking crazy, dude. I'm in between, I reckon. I think my desire to have a kid is just wanting to provide a child the opposite of my own childhood, but if I meet up with oomph and they're not down, I'm chill probably. If you meet up with oomph. No, yeah, I'm just like trying to do that through the kids in my family right now. You know, I'm trying to like, you know, help out financially where I can, and I'm trying to get them awesome gifts, and I'm trying to be like a chill ass uncle / relative, because I really do think someone in this family is due like a good childhood. One fucking person is due a good childhood, at least, you know. So, that's what like I tell everybody in my family. I'm like, okay, someone is due like a good time. someone is like do a childhood where like, you know, it's like it goes pretty all right. Thank you for the raid. 5543062. But yeah, it's I don't know. It is crazy to have like younger relatives that are just like screaming skibbity toilet at me. Like that is like that is like one of the most like bizarre things about having a young relative is just like I'm the old guy now. Like I'm like the cuz I remember like cuz I have older cousins who were in their 20s when I was like, you know, 8, 9, 10. And now I'm them. You know what I mean? Now I'm that fucking guy. I'm the fucking cousin in the 20s that shows up with like tattoos and like gets some of the references. And it's such a weird flip. It is such a weird flip. And it's all I think about when I hang out with any of them. I'm just like, man, dude, I remember being you. I remember being you, and like I bet you think I'm so fucking cool right now. Like, I know you do. I know how hyped you get when I walk in through the door. I know how cool you think I am because I used to think that of my cousins. And I mean, I still think that about my cousins, but like I used to, I make it about myself really. And I use it a way to fuel my own ego really. And that's why I love hanging out with them. So I haven't seen my nieces in a while though, because one thing that I've learned about parenting from all the parents around me is that when your kids start going to kindergarten, you start getting sick a lot. Because kids, they just be getting the flu every fucking 2 seconds. And then your kid gets like rid of the flu, goes back to kindergarten, another motherfucker has a flu, comes back, everybody has the flu again. Like, my sister has the flu like twice a month at this point. Every time I'm like, yo, you want to hang out? Like, oh, dude, I got a fever. I got a 105 fever, and it's not going down. What is it, 103? Was it 103 fever or 105? I can't remember. 103 fever? Yeah, it was 103 fever, maybe? Yeah, it was 103 fever. The Connor O'Malley video. I work around kids and got the worst sickness of my life. First week I was coughing blood for 10 minutes earlier. Dude, last year when I had the COVID, the worst COVID of my life, where I couldn't like walk out of bed. I had to crawl to the kitchen to make myself tea. I got that from my nieces. And they were just chilling with it. Like they were what the fuck? They were sick for like 5 days and it was like nothing bad. It was genuinely, I think, one of the worst illnesses I've ever felt. I literally think I started praying at one point in bed. Like I was literally just like, please make this stop. Please make this stop. And I was just in my house alone and I was like in my bed. I was like, please make this stop. I can't do this anymore. Like, please just make this stop. Because I had this like insane headache. And then I started like reciting poems. I'm like trying to remember everything that I did. I started reciting poems, and then to like distract myself from like all the discomfort I was in, I started like writing a short story, but I wasn't writing it down. I just started telling a story. And I was like, and then I like remember all the story. And the dreams, man. Oh my God, the dreams were so bad. It was just nightmares after nightmares. I would fall asleep and I would feel so much better. I'd be like, oh, thank God, I'm asleep. And then I just have a fucking nightmare that would make me feel so much worse. And I'd wake up and then I'd be like, oh, dude, I feel so sick, but I don't want to go back to sleep because like these dreams are fucking traumatizing, man. And then my throat hurt so bad that like no matter what medication I took, it would still hurt really bad to swallow. So every time I'd like take a drink of anything or I tried to swallow food, I'd literally go like, ugh, ugh. So it was bad. It was really bad. I couldn't stand up. That was the time where I was like, okay, this is my 6th time getting COVID, and this is the time where it got real. The other times were kind of like whatever. This is the time where like it got fucking real. It was terrible. The only problem with me being sick and living alone is I will never call myself the ambulance. There was a point where I was like, I think my brain started talking to me and it was like, this is probably where you should call the ambulance. And I was like, no, that's embarrassing. It'll cause a scene. And then I was just like, oh, please stop. Make the pain go away. And then it just went away. So realistically, I need to stop doing that or maybe I'll die. I'm walking myself to the hospital if I need to. I'm just like, there are times where, like, the worst thing I fear is my appendix bursting. Because, like, I feel like I'll be too fucking stubborn to deal with it. I'll be like, nah, man. This is a hot girl stomach ache. This is no big deal. I'll handle this. And then I just die, you know? Because I saw a story about how Stephen Colbert did a whole, like, late show while his appendix had burst, and he just didn't tell anybody. He was having, like, the worst stomach ache